Are you looking for the ultimate luxury getaway in Whistler? Well, you're in the right place because today we're diving into one of Canada's premier resorts, the Four Seasons Whistler. And let me tell you, there's a lot to unpack here, from stunning rooms to world-class amenities with a real big annoyance. I'm breaking it all down, so stick around to the end for my personal rating and a 5-star itinerary that'll give you a perfect Whistler experience. The Four Seasons Whistler. This is the only 5-diamond standard hotel in Whistler, and it sets the bar high for luxury and elegance. It is nestled in the heart of British Columbia's stunning landscapes. This resort is known for combining natural beauty with unmatched service. Let's start with the overall resort layout. The resort is comprised of 2 main buildings, each wrapping around a beautiful patio area and heated outdoor pool. What really stood out to me is how peaceful everything feels. Whether you're in the rooms, the hallways, or lounging in the lobby, it's really super quiet. And that tranquility, it's priceless after a day exploring Whistler. The rooms at the Four Seasons Whistler are huge and beautifully designed. Think plush beds, big bathrooms with soaking tubs, and double sinks. Who doesn't love double sinks? One thing I appreciated, the attention to detail. You'll have plenty of luggage space, comfy pillows, and a separate toilet for extra privacy. However, I do have one main gripe with the rooms, and there's no fridge for personal use. The mini fridge is packed with snacks and drinks you need to pay for, which is a bit of a miss for a resort of this caliber. So yes, you can't put your drinks anywhere cold, unless you put them in the ice thing, which is kind of annoying. Now let's talk about the food. The resort offers 8 dining options, with Braidwood Tavern being a standout for its comfort food and top-notch service. Unfortunately, the library by Macallan was closed during my stay, but the team still went above and beyond for us with private dinners at the Squamish Low-Watt Cultural Center, and I have to say the food and service were phenomenal. Breakfast for our group were also excellent, and there's always in-room dining if you're looking for a more private experience. And the balcony you had was incredible, so having food out there would have been nuts. Jesus, I can't look down, I'll tell you that much.
Don't look down.
This will be the hardest part, huh?
Alright, later.
1, 2, 3. Whistler isn't just a winter destination, and neither is the Four Seasons. Whether you are into skiing, heli skiing, snowboarding, or something a bit more relaxed, like a lantern night hike, the winter activities are unmatched. But don't sleep on the summer. You've got everything from helicopter tours to mountain biking and zip lining. My wife and I even did the Sasquatch zip line, which is the longest in North America, and let me tell you, it was thrilling. There is a full review of that on my channel. The resort transportation down to Whistler Village is amazing. The resort has a shuttle that runs back and forth consistently. They also have transportation to smaller sizes if you're looking to go somewhere specific, while public transportation also runs right to the resort. Getting back and forth from the local activities to the resort is really easy, and that's wonderful. Finally, let's talk about the vibe. The Four Seasons Whistler exudes elegance from the moment you step into the lobby. It's luxurious, but in a way that feels cozy and inviting, not overwhelming. The resort blends rustic charm with high-end touches, and that balance makes it feel a true mountain retreat. Whether you're relaxing by the fire in the lobby or indulging in the spa, you'll feel pampered at every turn. Really, it's quite amazing. They even listen to things while you're in the lobby that you like, and they actually get them done. So what's my overall take on the Four Seasons Whistler? Well, honestly, I'd give it a solid 4.7 out of 5. It's a stunning place with nearly everything you'd expect from a luxury resort. The only real downside was the lack of a usable fridge in the rooms, but that's a minor inconvenience compared to everything else they offer. I just want cold water in the middle of the night. I didn't really get that. So if you found this video helpful, certainly check out my Canada playlist, which has some other things around the Sasquatch zipline, 5 days, what to look out for in Whistler, some Banff stuff as well. So certainly check those out if you're going to Canada or thinking of going to Canada and need some help. So let's get into the 5 days inside of Whistler so I can tell you everything we got into and what we did. So here's our 5-day itinerary while we were in Whistler. So day 1, we flew into Vancouver. We got in about 11:06 local time, grabbed a rental car, and then drove the 2.5 hours from Vancouver up to Whistler. We checked into the Four Seasons Resort. We only had to wait probably about an hour. I think we got into our room probably around 1-ish or 2, which was a little bit earlier than normal check-in. So unpacked, and we had dinner downtown Whistler Village at Earl's, which is a local kind of Canadian spot that they have a couple of. So food was really good at Earl's. The service was also excellent, and the beers were cold, so it was good. We did sit outside, got a little chilly as soon as the sun went down, so just a heads up, as you should already know, Canada gets a little chilly at night. So day 2, we woke up and went to Stone's Edge Kitchen, which is in Whistler Village as well. The food was really, really good. The restaurant was very cold, so I'm glad I had my extra jacket. It was drizzling most of that day, so we kind of poked around the village and did some shopping. We hit up Roots, we hit up Rip Curl, we hit up some other local spots, which was very cool. Got some stuff to take home as well. And then that night we went to table 19 at the Nicholas North Golf Course. So we had like a buffet cocktail at table 19 right on the back patio of the golf course. It was beautiful views, and to me the food was a bit average, but it's also tough doing a buffet for as many people as we had. So on day 3 we had breakfast at the resort at our work conference in the morning, and then we went right to our Sasquatch zip line. If you're going to do the Sasquatch zip line, make sure you take something to catch footage, because it was amazing. Once we got back from that, we had lunch downtown at Black's Pub. The location was incredible. It was right downtown, right off the slopes, and the food was good. The drinks were good, and the weather was incredible. I think it hit like 80 degrees that day or something. It was unbelievable. That evening, we had dinner at the Squamish Lil'wat Cultural Center. It was catered, I believe, by the Four Seasons. The food was excellent. The cultural center was absolutely beautiful. It was actually a really good time, and a really interesting time to have dinner in there and be able to walk around. So day 4, I was pretty much at an all-day conference, and that evening we had dinner at the Barefoot Bistro. Food was excellent, drinks were also good there, and they did some champagne openings with swords, which was really cool. And we also got into the Vodka Ice Lounge, which was neat. And day 5, we had a late checkout at 12 p.m. because we were going to head down to the airport in Vancouver. We didn't fly out till about 10:35. We had lunch at the Braidwood Tavern before we left to the resort, and then we started our way down to Vancouver and just hung out pretty much at Vancouver Airport until we flew out. So that was our 5 days. I have a full, more fledged, detailed review of that 5-day itinerary that if you want to see that as well on the channel inside of this playlist. But I think that's it. We'll catch you on the next one.